Hey there, leader. We are talking today about the life wheel. And so the life wheel is a graphical representation of the 8 most important pillars in your life. And we've been going through each of those. Today I want to talk about how they are all so integrated and why refueling, fun, and recreation pillar is essential to you really maximizing every one of those areas. And it's very often the last one to be prioritized. Most of my clients will put that at the bottom of their list, and then all of the other areas suffer. My name is Tally. I'm a coach. I work with leaders to create lives of maximum joy so that they can create maximum impact in the lives of other people. And I do that by using a life wheel assessment. It's a wheel. It breaks it into 8 important areas. Today we're going to talk about refueling, fun, recreation. This is your hobbies. This is you finding what brings joy into your life. How do you refuel, fill back up? How do you really go from living in a place of running on fumes to living overflowing so that you can have impact in the lives of other people? It affects your health, it affects your relationships, every area of your life. And why is it? You guys can post this. Why do you think most leaders make this one their lowest priority? Why do you think that this one is the hardest one for my clients and for most leaders that I know to really integrate into their life and make consistent? It's very true. Across the board, this is almost always the most challenging one to get my clients really creating goals around and creating impact in their life through. So I want to tell you a story about one client who came in. We'll call him Randy. And when he came in, he was very stressed. He was really tense. He was, even the way that he sat was just very tense. And one of the things we've really worked in the last year to integrate into his life is this concept of, if you're not making time to put your oxygen mask on, all of these other areas suffer, and really connecting the dots between how it's impacting his health, how it's impacting him as a dad, how it's impacting the teams that he leads and the friends and relationships that he has in his life. And he's really started making those connections and making this a priority. And so now, 12 months later, it's been a little over 12 months, but recently we were sitting and we were doing a life wheel reassessment, because I do that every 3 months. And we were on his 12th month, and we're sitting out by my pool, and he's got his feet up and his shoes off, and he's kicked back with his hands behind his head, and just talking about, we were just celebrating all of the areas and looking at his first life wheel and looking at that life wheel and just celebrating, just being in awe of what he's created. And so much of that has to do with his ability to just let himself refuel, to have fun, to know and really get clear on what are the things that do fill me up. So for him, one of the things is unplugging, and he has it in his calendar consistently now, so that he'll get away. He'll unplug from life, the distractions around him. He'll take a trip somewhere. He'll take his kids somewhere. He'll get out of town and go do some fun event, and that has become part of the rhythm of his life now. So it's made a huge difference. And I want to say, just putting your oxygen mask on is not selfish. It's actually one of the most loving things you can do for everything that you're touching. Your business, whatever contribution you're giving back to in the world, your relationships. It affects your health, and if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. It's part of stress management. It's huge. It's a really big deal. It should be a priority in your life. As a life coach, I'm giving you permission to schedule into your week, into your days, time for refuel, time for filling back up, and to get even clarity around what that is for you. And we'll do that in an exercise on a different day, but really powerful. And I wanted to invite you, we have a retreat coming up. So if you feel like this is resonating, man, I do need to put some things into my yearly schedule, that I'm going to be intentional to get away, to unplug, to just fill back up and refuel, to be around beautiful people, to let myself be taken care of. We always bring in a yoga instructor and a private chef, and you're just pampered and taken care of. We get beautiful villas or luxury estate houses, and we all stay together and just have an amazing, filling, beautiful experience. So we have one coming up this October. It's October 18th through the 20th. We're going to be in Outer Banks. So it's right on the ocean. It's going to be beautiful, close to the beach, and we have a whole lot of things. Really, it's about refueling. It's about finding joy, getting present to the moments that you're in, and how to live out of that. So if that would support you, I'll have a link below. Get on there soon because it's filling up, and fill out an application and we will get you registered, or you can at least check out the retreat that's coming up. So again, October 18th through the 21st, check that, 20th, 18th through the 20th. Check that out, and this week really make time for yourself to put your oxygen mask on first and refuel, fill up, and know how you do that. Have a beautiful week.